Do you want to go men's like open?
Yeah.
Huh?
Men's is all.
I've only got 5%.
I've got 18.
Someone else can definitely. I can't.
I've got 18. Does someone want to do it on my phone? Because I'm shit.
Are you doing something? Live streaming or what?
I guess I could. Shall I just be the live stream girl? How do I get onto live
They're called Labrador Reflex, and they're like just Liverpool-based people. I don't really know who they are.
They're really good.
What?
Same with your team.
You don't know who people are? Yeah, but no, I know a lot of the teams here, but I don't know these guys. I know their name, but I don't know who they are.
Played a couple of them, but
They're really good. Okay. We lost, but we're pretty sure we won, and we think the scoreboard was wrong. Yeah, it was good though. We played a really good game. Labrador Reflex.
Labrador Reflex.
Well, that's the kit they've got on, but I'm not sure if that's their name. Sorry, they might not be called that.
Who knows?
I take it back.
It does say Labrador on the top.
Yeah, no, but that might be their kit.
Let's go, boys!
Okay, good. Good having one in the end zone. You don't need two, and two's fine, but one's good too. Sorry, I'm doing really important things. That was good. It was good. We don't mind losing yards if it means we can advance up the pitch in a better position. Yeah, really good option. Just a bit too much sauce on that. Stay out of the gym, David. I'm like giving them tips, basically. I'm like useful commentary, like, yeah. Alex.
Let's go, guys! Are they gonna watch it back off?
Yeah. I mean, Alex knows how to guard in the end zone, but maybe just a bit tighter.
Come on, you fight!
Oh my God.
Did you know he was there?
I've never done live stream before. What's happening?
Yeah, true. There was one of those in the last game that it didn't video properly, but sometimes when you're that deep in the end zone, they've got so much space to throw and they're not pressured. Just get a tiny bit tighter on in the end zone. Like, you can poach off upfield, but end zone tightness is good. Someone catch the ball next time, yeah? And don't walk it forward. Stay where you are, Lasky. Yep. So Will needs to clear out up the line there, not towards Lasky. Will needs to clear out up the line, and Tom needs to come under for the reset there. That's the cut that needs to happen. Yeah, Will, nice. Good awareness. That was good from Will. Ooh.
Head up!
Unlucky, just set yourself, and because it's just a up the line throw, you don't need to put as much roll curve on it, just kind of flow it out in front of Tom. Yeah, that was good pressure. That was a risky option that didn't come off.
Nice and wide, Tom, wide, on the sideline, Tom.
Yeah, nice, easy option, just take what he gives you. That's good, George. He gave you the under, take the under. Gain 2 meters, but it's better than turnover on a lead pass. Dodgy, don't throw those, Tom. That could have worked with a low backhand. That is a good option, and I think that's a foul. That should be a foul.
Might possibly a foul.
Not sure I can call it from up here.
Just go for it anyway.
Uncontested foul, nice, as I thought.
Okay.
But yeah, that was a good option by Lasky. Alex would have got that if it wasn't for the foul.
We'll just go in. Go on, Alex.
Yeah, nice and chilly, Alex. That was nice. Yeah, really good offensive cycling there. That was good. You're looking for dumps really early. That's good. I normally look indoors. I look for dumps on like 4. So.
I've just become the live stream girl. Like, my phone is just
Really?
dying.
Man, that must be
Speed filmed ours, so I guess
Oh,
I
sweet.
can return the favour.
taking the toll on the.
Is on level with theirs though.
They would have been chatting breeze.
They always chat shit. It's okay.
Oh,
We have 3 people watching. Sweet, hey guys.
with Million. Million.
Million.
Oh,
Nice, Alex. Really good watching that throw. Sometimes up the line you just go with the player and then watch where the throw's coming because that's how you bid on and up the line. Yeah, just never ever throw those, David. I was just a bit dodge. Just a low backhand that with ramp on it will reach Sam really nice and slow.
Does it work that way?
I mean, I really hope so. That's what they were filming for. Oh!
Yeah, nice pressure, nice high hands, that pressure to throw there. Oh, I don't. Oh, I thought it was out.
Did you?
I thought I saw it throwing the line, but it's fine, it's in.
Ellie.
Oh.
Yeah. Say hi. Yeah, no, I don't know if anyone can hear me.
Sorry, I was going to say something. Oh yeah, something I was saying in the last game was to indoors is a lot different to outdoors when forcing. Like outdoors you got to have a lot of concentration on your low hands and stopping those IO throws, and you hardly ever have high release breaks in outdoors because of the wind. But indoors is a completely different force. You've got to cover low and high, but even with a preference. Alex, man, get some better feet. Yeah, you just need to lift that front foot up and drag your toe instead of landing heavy. It's not that bad. It was pretty good cast, pretty big stretch. Just drag your toe. Yes, for the forces in indoors is even more priority on the high hand, so a lot of breaks come out. So there's one last. Try it a third time, yeah?
Hello?
Hello. Just got my hand up because I think it was a turnover. Yeah, so there's a point in the last game where you was a backhand force here, so then so they had the whole pitch to throw a blade into as a break, and obviously a blade as a break. Sorry, I missed that. And they scored with a toe drag at the, no, it was dragged his toe at the back. So like he had his foot up and his only contact was with there, whereas Alex's he was outside. You know what I mean? So
Back and just be like, oh my god, that was so out.
yeah, but a break's obviously a lot more dangerous because you're guarding the open side and the end zone. So if you've got all that space, you need high hands because that flick blade over the whole pitch is just so dangerous to that break side. So you can just set up on this side of the end zone and then just cut all the way to the break side, and there's no guarding that. So really high hands on the force is quite important in indoors, especially if you've got more break side than open side to guard on the force.
Here we go. Here we go, boys and girls.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice cycling. Yeah, good. Really good clearing out there, Alex, and up the line. Like as soon as you throw, just throw and run. Yeah, that's good Lasky as well. Really good handler weave.
Someone watch us.
So that was also a matter in the last game where people were throwing like jump passes and up the line, high release, and then indoors there's just so much less space in the pitch to throw those high release because you've just got people everywhere, so congested, and they hang so much in indoors that the defense can just read it so much easier. So like outdoors they sometimes kind of work if you've got separation, but indoors there's just no space for this. So I just be wary. Well, I don't even bother with high release throws indoors. They're just too dangerous and too easy to guard.
Your commentary so much better than mine.
There's a few of those in the last game, and that was an example of it. The high release are just so difficult to get because there's such a small margin of error indoors. and the height of the release is not good because it's not an accurate throw. It's just a floaty throw into lots of space. So you need pinpoint accuracy. Yeah. Okay, it was a travel call, but
Okay, travel.
that was great.
That's good.
That was great handle play.
Oh well.
It's just
I think Chris
a really good way, and the way Pies did it last year to play indoors is to just keep give and go going and handle play and handle weaving. That's really good. You're doing it really well with the clearing out quick, and also that there you give and go. You give it, you go. If you're free, then great. If you're not, then you've got the reset. Like it works so well indoors because it's so quick.
You should reset to where you were because Bacon's still with us. Still managed to get it.
Hello.
Didn't reset quite a bit of him, but he didn't have the...
Well.
Yeah, Will.
No, you still got the plane.
I feel full back.
You didn't look like you covered.
Last game. Really good. No, all your handler cuts. Really good.
Let's go, Pies!
So it depends if you throw while. So if you're running and you're in the act of slowing down, then it will, and you have a foot planted while you throw for the whole motion, throw motion, and releasing the disc. You have your foot planted, and you are making your biggest effort to slow down. You just haven't reached stopping yet. Then that is not travel. So that's what that was. But I didn't see Chris's properly, but what they would have called is either that he didn't have either foot on the floor when he released the disc, or that he wasn't slowing down as fast as possible. He's still kind of running on the, yeah. That was tough. That was a really nice option by Lassie.
I can give it back to Fraser.
Yes, Dave. That was sick defense, just bidding through past his shoulder. Good job not fouling him on that one. I know you love a good foul, Dave, but that was really good. Just like getting your arm over him. That was also a good option by Lasky, just didn't come off. But you'll get better at those. You will get better at those. And nice, good pressure by David and Lasky. That was sick. You were on that player the whole way. Yeah, the one to David in the ISO was a great option, and in the last game you throw some great ISO throws, especially like high bladey ones to David. So that was great. It was just one of those, and it's just a tiny bit too far. Maybe David nearly got it. So yeah, keep throwing those ISO throws.
Yeah, Tommy.
Nice and chilly, Tom. This is really good. You're really not taking any silly options here. Oh, that was a good option. I think George just didn't have his footing. He was trying to toe the line and grab it, but George had some really good grabs in the last game, so that's fine. Let's just look at that one. Ooh. That was good, Tom. You got close to that one, and that was a good job, Alex, trying to get back. But again, I think that one is a bit like what Alex was doing earlier, is you kind of guard your player 1 or 2 meters off of a lot of the piss to give yourself separation under or separation deep, but in the end zone it's just tight the whole time. There's no point being coaching the end zone because they can get a blade so quickly to them and you can't make up ground. They just put a blade and they've already got a meter separation on you and they get to that position before you.
Go on, Chris. Oh, round us out.
Like when I'm like running around.
Sorry, I missed that as well. Fuck me. Yeah, just like as soon as your player goes to the end zone, just tighten right up and just be on them because it just stops the throw on that throw. Alex is good to peel off, and Tommy, you nearly got that disc, but when you tried to get that D, you were 2 meters off the guy. And if you were tight, I reckon you would have just had the same jump height as him and been able to get it. Yeah, nice, good. Looking options, but that was the right time to look at a dump there. Yeah, really nice, David. Good chilly play, Sam. But yeah, good, just like little 1-2 shoulder fake in end zone, David.
kind of like.
George. I'm not going to make it up.
George.
It went well last time.
What's the score?
6-3.
It feels like a short game when you're playing, but as soon as it actually trying to film everything, it's like.
Yeah, David!
Yeah, that was good. Good shutdown defense downfield there. Unlucky. Oh, that's just a bit of a misplaced. Well, throwing when Alex was running the wrong way for the disc. I think there you just need to take. There's a moment. There's a moment actually in the last game where it's often good indoors when you're trying to make a quick play and there's an option there straight away and you just grab and release. It's good. But
Wave to your viewers.
You always have to gain eye contact with the player to know what they're doing and they know what you're doing. They need to know you're throwing, you need to know they're cutting. And it takes half a second or less just to gain eye contact and then just hesitate for a tiny bit and then hadn't changed direction because they didn't. Sam and Alex didn't gain eye contact. The throw was released at the wrong timing. But that's just a tiny bit, just a tiny bit of hesitation, just by the hesitation to set your pivot, just gaining eye contact.
I mean, they're holding their own.
All really, really high level players, really skilled players, and play together so much to have the chemistry and the skill to cut. Their offense should be able to cut through any team here, really. And
Getting his own disc.
the fact that your defense pressured them so much, it was 10-6 the final score. Risky options like discs and Ellie out, they were not catching some, they were too far, and your defense was super high pressure, and I think you really stepped up to that game. This defense was good in this game as well, but that one you really, really stepped up, and it's good to know you have like incredible intensity on the force, on undercuts, and in the air, so that was really good.